Inglés para tu vida. My name is Gisela and today we have a very interesting class. When we talk about our age, the question is, how old are you? That's right. But what about when we are asked to give the age of another person? Perhaps a singer, an actor, an actress, and we don't know exactly the age of this person, but we can say what we think is the age of this person using some important expressions that we are going to learn today. Pero antes, quiero invitarlos a suscribirse al canal Inglés para tu vida. Antes de finalizar el video aparece un círculo en el que se encuentra mi foto. Dale clic y estarás automáticamente suscrito. Recuerda que en Inglés para tu vida hay más de 1300 videos para ti para que logres tu aprendizaje de inglés. Well, so, what's the question when we want to know the age of someone? The question is, how old are you? Is this correct? Yes? The question is, how old are you? Well, as it is a direct question, we normally answer again with the verb to be and your age. For example, I'm 45 years old. Is it okay? Yes? Is it okay? But as was I saying at the beginning of the video, what about if we are asked about the age of someone that we don't know exactly what the age is? For example, how old is J-Lo? That's the question. How old is J-Lo? Honestly, I'm not sure. So we have some possibilities. We can say she's in her early 40s. Okay, let's see this expression. She's in her early 40s. That means that she's between 40 and let's say 43 years old, right? But I'm not sure if she's 40, 41, 42 or 43. Another possibility is she's in her middle 40s. Okay? She's in her middle 40s. What does it mean? It means that she's between 44, I was writing 40, okay, that she's between 44, 45 years old, right? 44, 45. So she's in her middle 40s. And what happened if I think that she's 48 or 49? I'm going to say she's in her late 40s. All right? She's in her late 40s. That means that she is between 46, 49 years old. All right? Have a look. Okay? So we have, how old is J-Lo? She's in her early 40s. Remember that in American English we say 40s, but in British English we say 40s. Another possibility, she's in her middle 40s and she's in her late 40s. All right? So, with these kind of answers, I'm not saying exactly what her age is, but I'm giving an idea, right? So, the years that we're going to practice today are, first of all, between 10 and 19 years old, between 10 and 19 years old, we talk about teens, early teens, middle teens, late teens. I'm going to write it in red, okay? We talk about teens, the teens decade, right? Teens. But what happened the next 10 years? We have between 20 and 29 years old. So I have not the teen, but the 20s. That's right. Like the plural of number 20. 20s. 20s. That's right? 20s. So I can say that one girl is in her early 20s, in her middle 20s, in her late 20s. Then we have 10 more years and we have between 30 years old and 39 years old, and that's the 30s. Very good. The 30s. And we have between 30 and 39, and we have the 30s. So I can say this man is in his early 30s, in his middle 30s, in her late 30s. If we continue with the numbers, we have the 40s, that's right, or the 40s years old, and we have the 40s, right? So I can say one girl or one man, he's in his early 40s, in his middle 40s, in her late 40s, right? Then we have the next decade and we have 50s, that's right. Between 50 and 59 years old, and we have the 50s. The 50s, that's right, the 50s. Excellent. The next 10 years and we have the 60s, that's right, 60 and 69 years old. So we have the 60s. And again, I can say that this person is in his early 60s, in his middle 60s, in his late 60s. Then we have the 70s. That's right, between 70 and 79 years old. So we have the 70s. That's right. Again, we have the same combination, early 70s, middle 70s, late 70s. Then we have the 80s. That's right. Years old. And I have the 80s. And I can say that this person also is in her early 80s, in her middle 80s, in her late 80s. And finally, we have the 90s. That's right. Between 90 and 99 years old. And we have the 90s. And again, we have early 90s, middle 90s, late 90s. That's right. Excellent. So let's repeat. Teens, teens, 20s, 20s, 30s, 30s, 40s, 40s, 50s, 50s, 60s, 60s, 70s, 70s, 80s, 80s, 90s, 90s. Excellent, that's great. So this is important, as I said, if you don't know what's the real age of this person and you are assuming that this person is in his late 20s, in his late 30s, in his early 40s, etc. Alright? Very good. An important thing here also is to mention the possessive adjective, right? If we are talking about a man, we are going to say, he is Raúl, he is in his early 40s, for example. If we are talking about a girl, we can say, she's Andrea, and she's in her early 20s. Right? So there must be a concordance between the subject or the person and the possessive adjective. Let me give you an example. Andrea, let's talk about Andrea. So I can say she's in her early 20s. All right? Have a look. So I said, Andrea, she's in her early 20s. All right? She's in her early 20s. So there must be a concordance between the subject she that we have here and the possessive adjective that we have here, her. All right? If we are talking about a boy, I can say, let's suppose we talk about Antonio. So I can say he's in his late 50s. He's in his late 50s. And there must be a concordance between his, that is the subject, and his, that has the same pronunciation, the possessive adjective. All right? Excellent. So, what about if you send me using your WhatsApp number to my WhatsApp, that is +51 946 182 165. You can send me a message in which you can provide examples. For example, Madonna. I think Madonna is in his late 50s. Another famous person that you would like to mention. What about Messi? I think that Messi is in his late 30s, for example. All right? So send me a voice message in which you can include 5 or 3 famous people if you want. Try to use the combination of the possessive adjectives that we checked today, and also you are going to receive my feedback. That's cool. Entonces, en las clases de inglés para tu vida de esta nueva temporada, estamos innovando la parte de la interacción. Como les digo siempre, es muy interesante ver un video en YouTube. Excelente que el profesor hable, que se luzca, que sea pues lo máximo hablando inglés. Pero ¿qué pasa con el otro lado? ¿Qué pasa con el lado de las personas que están atendiendo, que están aprendiendo? ¿Cómo van a saber si están pronunciando bien, tan bien como el profesor o mejor que el profesor? Pues ¿cómo lo van a saber si no existe la interacción con la persona que está del otro lado de la pantalla? Y eso es lo que yo te estoy ofreciendo en Inglés para tu Vida. La posibilidad que me mandes una nota de voz, un mensaje de voz en el cual puedas enviar la pronunciación de todos los sonidos, las oraciones que crees, y del otro lado vas a tener mi respuesta a esta actividad. Estoy segura que te va a gustar, estoy segura que vas a poder aprender, practicar y desarrollarte en tu aprendizaje de inglés. Muchas gracias por tu atención. No olvides regalarme una manito arriba, compartir este video en todas tus redes sociales para que la familia de Inglés para tu Vida crezca cada día más. La idea es que hayan muchas más personas en los comentarios para poder crear un nuevo grupo de WhatsApp en el cual compartamos, aprendamos y tengamos todos los días entrada de lo que es inglés. De esa manera vamos a poder lograr practicarlo, aprenderlo y sentirnos mucho más seguros en el dominio de este importante idioma. Y también quiero enviar un saludo a Javier Vidales, que siempre me escribe unos mensajes muy lindos y muy positivos, siempre admirando y comentando las clases, qué tal, cómo van, dando siempre buenas ideas, comentarios. Eso nos reconforta muchísimo a las personas que trabajamos desde este otro lado, porque sentimos que nuestro trabajo es apreciado. Admiro mucho entonces tus comentarios, Javier, y te mando un saludo desde aquí, desde Lima, Perú, hasta México. Que tengan un maravilloso día. See you in our next class and have a beautiful day. Bye. No olviden suscribirse. Suscríbete.